The cryptocurrency crash that started in May is showing no signs of letting up, and the effects are widespread. From everyday folks to celebrities to crypto moguls, millions of people have suffered major losses in the value of their crypto investments. In this video, we're going to take a look at a whole country that is feeling the crypto burn, and that country is North Korea. First up, was crypto the new foreign reserve? It might have been for a country like North Korea, which has been languishing under international sanctions for years now. The country has few trading partners, and its currency, the won, is pretty low in value. It's a tough situation for a country that has a very expensive nuclear program and would occasionally like to feed its people, so they were definitely benefiting from the decentralized nature of cryptocurrency. That's all changed in the past couple of months. The failure of USD-based stablecoins, combined with rising inflation in the US and UK, has caused the crypto market to totally tank. Pick a currency of your choice, and you'll find that it has lost insane amounts of value in just the past 2 months. Even Bitcoin, which was the most dependable currency in some ways, has fallen to its lowest value since December 2020. Like everything else with North Korea, the actual amount of money they had in crypto is a mystery. What we do know is that their crypto reserves amounted to at least $500 million or more. To lose 80% or so of that in the crash is absolutely devastating. It puts into question how North Korea is going to continue running its country and providing for its people, even if those things will always be a second priority to their weapons. But before you feel too sympathetic for North Korea, you should know how they came upon those reserves in the first place. Theft. Plain old robbery. North Korea has long been known to host a few crack hacker teams that have pulled off some crazy crypto heists over the years. In fact, remember when we ventured an estimate of how much money they had in crypto? We got to that figure by looking at all the money that we know has been stolen by the country. New York-based blockchain analytics firm Chainalysis was tracking some of the North Korean crypto wealth. Across 49 heists from 2017 to 2021, the country had amassed $170 million worth of crypto. Another blockchain analysis firm, TRM Labs, was tracking another cache of stolen crypto worth tens of millions of dollars. But their biggest haul from a crypto heist was undoubtedly their hack of Axie Infinity, an NFT-based video game for smartphones and PCs. The game was famous for its in-game transactions, which were based on Ethereum. These crypto transactions were facilitated by a blockchain network called Ronin, and Ronin was the target of the hack. According to an investigation by the US Treasury Department, they traced the source of the hack to Lazarus, a hacker group with known ties to North Korean intelligence. Lazarus was able to pinch an eye-watering $615 million in the hack. That's an insane amount, one of the largest crypto theft losses on record, and it was a serious indictment of Ronin and Axie Infinity. For the people who've been victims of North Korean crypto theft, it's probably hard to feel sorry for the country losing all that value on its ill-gotten gains. Wait, if North Korea is pulling off heists of close to $1 billion, why is their economy still struggling? It isn't just about the money, but how you spend it. And when we're talking about crypto specifically, there are lots of other factors involved. Even before North Korea lost the value of its reserves to the crash, it wasn't really getting the same exchange rate you and I would get to convert crypto to fiat currency. Unlike fiat money, crypto can be surprisingly hard to launder because the blockchain retains a record of ownership of each coin. In order to get rid of this trail, the country would have to exchange its stolen crypto into another currency, and they'd have to do it with an exchange that's willing to deal in stolen money. That's going to cost extra. But the truth with North Korea has always been that it can afford to build a good infrastructure and economy for its people, regardless of where the money is coming from. That's just not what their government is interested in doing. Ever since the Korean War, they've always put their weapons program first, especially their nuclear weapons program. Sure enough, this year has seen record numbers of conventional missile tests from the country. According to the Korea Institute for Defense Analyses, these tests have cost them $620 million, and there are no signs of them slowing down. Their ongoing economic crisis isn't deterring them from resuming their nuclear testing either, and they're preparing to do that as we speak. Crypto isn't the only hacking that North Korean hackers do. The Lazarus Group alone has hacked international bank accounts and was also responsible for the WannaCry ransomware panic and the 2014 hack of Sony Pictures Entertainment. Organizations that are monitoring North Korea for sanction reasons estimate that the country has generated $2 billion from cyber attacks. That's how a country with a GDP of $27.4 billion and export revenue of $58 million can sustain a nuclear program and not much else. It's hard to know what to feel about North Korea. The regime there is disgusting, and not just because of the money they steal. But the North Korean people are humans just like us, and they'll always be the worst victims of the regime's priorities and behavior. We don't know how things could get better there, but we hope they do. Now time for some other news. First up, crypto helps Ukrainians maintain an economy. The promise that gave crypto all its hype in the beginning was that we'd be able to leave our outdated financial systems behind. Economics would be decentralized, free of any influence from geopolitics and other external factors. The only problem was that the outdated financial systems never really needed to be replaced, until that is, Russia invaded Ukraine. The Verge's Decoder podcast hosted Michael, founder of the Kuna exchange to talk about the role crypto is currently playing in Ukraine. It's not that the Ukrainian people suddenly adopted cryptocurrency because of the war. They had been supplanting their economy with crypto for a long time as a way to overcome the corruption in the system. But that crypto literacy really came into play when Russia began their special military operations and crippled the Ukrainian economy. The hryvnia isn't worth all that much right now, but if you have reserves in crypto, you can still manage your life there. Making payments directly in crypto can be hard, but luckily, exchanges like the Kuna exchange make it easy to switch crypto into USD to help complete a transaction. This is probably one of the best examples right now of how crypto can actually be a useful substitute for fiat currency, but it is a pretty specialized circumstance. Next, could the end of the crypto crash be near? The CEO of FTX thinks so. Although FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried admits that he underestimated the severity of the so-called crypto winter, he's starting to think that the worst has come to pass. In an interview with Reuters, he forecasted the fall of some more of the smaller crypto companies and exchanges, but the market overall was going to be okay. He also emphasized the importance of companies providing bailouts and financial assistance to each other, as this crash shows how interconnected everything is on the blockchain. It was the collapse of a particular pair of coins, Terra and Luna, that triggered the current crisis in earnest, but the effects have been widespread. Apparently, FTX itself has $1 billion or so that Bankman-Fried thinks should be used to invest in some of the smaller crypto companies. Finally, he acknowledged that consumers have understandably lost a lot of faith in crypto because of what happened, and he stressed that companies need to provide good and reliable service in order to get that consumer trust back. Finally, what does all this mean for Web3? Internet experts had been hailing the rise of cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and the blockchain as the beginning of a bold new age in the history of the internet. They dubbed it Web3 and spoke of how the internet of tomorrow will be shaped by these technologies. You might think that those experts are wringing their hands over the crypto crash, but actually, this might be an important step for the development of Web3. Experts of tech and finance consider the crypto crash to be something of a net positive, as the loss of value is getting many people to cash out of cryptocurrencies. The whole business of buying and trading coins had come to overshadow the technological possibilities of crypto and the blockchain. With the collapse of that market, there may be a new opportunity for the tech industry to figure out how this technology can really be put to a good use. That's it for our video today. The thing we want to ask is, have you played Axie Infinity? How is that game? And were you around for the Big Lazarus hack? Let us know in the comments section what your opinions are about Axie Infinity and anything else we've talked about today. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.